everybody. I am so excited to get on here. I have been thinking about this post and this live for like weeks now, and I finally made the priority to sit down and write out everything I wanted to say. I really wanted to talk about this idea of conscious relationships. I can finally say this is the first conscious relationship I've been in my entire life. It feels completely different on every single level. And let me tell you why. Here's a few different tips on how you know that you're in a conscious relationship. There's way more observing, and less judgment. So instead of before, when my partner would have done something that maybe I didn't agree with or I didn't want him to do, before I would have been really angry, and now I just observe. I allow myself to just take a step back and be like, okay, why are they making this decision? What need isn't being met? I start asking myself all the same questions that I would ask myself, like if I was making a decision that wasn't in alignment with me. And so I don't judge at all. And if I find myself wanting to judge, I take a step back. I go back into my tool set. Like, do I need to meditate? Do I need to do a breath work? Do I need to just lay here and focus on source, the breath? And then all of the things that I was upset about sort of just fade away. Number 2, more responding and less reacting. So much different. My past relationships, I was so explosive. I would get so angry. I would react. I would yell. I would scream. I would blame. I do not do any of that in this relationship. And we've been together for now 7 months. And I am so confident to say that any time that I catch myself reacting, I stop, I take a breath, I say, okay, what is actually going on? Like, what is actually creating that anger within me? And it's always something within me. It's never anything my partner is doing. It's always something within me that I can't control, or that's scary or unknown. So now I am able to work from a space of love and groundedness and alignment, and have a conversation that's really, really empowered and inspired instead of being angry or resentful. Number 3, way more self-love. When I find myself getting angry or upset or triggered by something my partner is doing, it's usually because I have not given myself the love that I needed for that day. So it's usually I'm tired, I haven't eaten, the house is a mess, there's laundry. So there's other things that are creating this dis-ease in my body. It has nothing to do with my partner. My partner's just in the wrong place or the wrong place, they're just there, and someone to be sort of a board for my pain. But in reality, that's something I need to deal with. I don't need to project that onto him. It's something that I then say to him, hey, babe, I need 10 minutes. I need an hour. Can you take Aiden to the park? Can you help me clean up the house? I'm going to go sit in the room and I'm going to do a breath work exercise, or I'm going to do some emotional freedom technique. And guess what? Brings me right back into alignment, right back into that place of peace and love. So I don't even remember why I was upset. And the less self-sabotage part is really important too, because I used to sabotage myself in so many ways, not just in relationships, financially, traveling mentally, physically. I used to be like, no, I'm not worthy of that. I don't deserve that. Now I fucking know I'm worthy of this. This is the most empowered, most beautiful relationship I've ever been in. And I know that I am aligned to this relationship. No one can take this away from me. I created this. This is my own doing. So I'm not going to sabotage this. This is aligned with my higher self. And I know that because of the self-love that I have for myself, finally. Number 4, more boundaries and less resentment. Especially when you have a kid, create boundaries. Create a list of boundaries. Okay, if you are someone that needs a schedule, then put things on a schedule. If you're someone that needs to-do lists, do that. Create a space where you're clear with your partner of what your needs are. I constantly ask my partner, hey babe, what is it that you need to accomplish today? These are the things that I need to do. Let's split the time. You take Aiden for an hour to the park, and then when you get back and you need to do all of your things before you go to work, I will occupy Aiden. We'll go on a bike ride. We'll go on a walk. So again, clarity, more boundaries, and less resentment. If you set the boundary in the beginning, then there's no room for resentment because you're actually listening and accepting and hearing your partner and taking action to help your partner have their needs met, especially with children, because there's so many times with children where you just don't get the things done that you need to, especially taking care of yourself. So set the boundary. For me, my boundary is I need 1 hour. Doesn't need to be a consecutive hour. It can be 20 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 20 minutes. But I need time to do breath work, Pilates or yoga, meditate, and journal every single day. When I do that, I feel so good. I feel amazing. I don't care if the house is clean. I don't care if the laundry's done or every single meal was cooked to perfection. I care that I am full and in alignment within myself, and then I can give from that abundance. Number 5, more inner peace, less outer chaos. So much more inner peace. I choose all the things that are in alignment with me. What do we want to do? Want to go surfing, want to go bike riding, want to go camping, want to go to the beach, want to go to Mexico, want to go to Big Bear. I want to be spontaneous. Every single week, my partner and I and our son go take off. We go to Big Bear. We go to Mexico. We go somewhere where we know we're not sitting in the house doing everything that we do, all these mundane things we do every day, like cleaning, laundry, cooking. No, we take ourselves out of the environment. We put ourselves in nature. Excuse me. Genuinely away from people so that we can connect with each other, which is the ultimate goal of our relationship, is to connect fully and be there as beautiful, loving representations of ultimate love and acceptance and getting out into the unknown and courage and discipline in the fact that we do the things that we love. We make those a priority. Like, first of all, I have to have organic, plant-based meals 3 times a day. That is a priority. My partner is a chef and works 60-hour weeks cooking. So he doesn't want to come home and cook. So I take on the liberty to make sure all of the meals are cooked from my heart at home. So again, more inner peace, doing things that bring me inner peace, and then asking my partner on a daily basis, like, babe, what do you need today to make you feel whole? What do you need today or this week? Or what have you done in the last month that made you invigorated and feel whole? And most of the time his answer is being in nature. So if I can help him get there and support him in any way that I can, I'm going to do that because I'm coming from a place of already being complete and whole. There's nothing I need to take from him to make me feel whole. Together, 2 wholes come together to co-create. We're not codependent. It's the first relationship I've been in where I'm not codependent. I'm not depending on my partner to bring me happiness, to make me feel fulfilled. No, I do that within me. And then we can create from a space of wholeness. I don't know what number I'm on, but more clarity, less confusion. Again, this goes back to the boundaries thing. So always having clarity, being clear, being authentic, being truthful, not just saying what I think my partner wants to hear, truly telling him what is truly going on within me, which, you know, for me, I get really overstimulated in crowds or with lots of traffic. So just now he knows that. So guess what? He drives when there's going to be lots of traffic, or he helps me a little bit more, you know, with Aiden if we're out in a public area and Aiden's having a meltdown, which is like really triggering for me because I, for some reason, feel like so many people are judging me if my kid is screaming. Recently had a light bulb go off and realize way less people are judging me for my child screaming than they would be if I was screaming at my screaming child to stop. So I've let that go. And guess what? I have a 3-year-old toddler and he's going to scream because he wants everything he sees. And, you know, a lot of the times he can't get it because it's not healthy. It's marketed to him in a horrible way. I digress. More being and less doing. Again, this comes back to taking responsibility. So we say to ourselves, like, what is going to get us out of our heads and into our hearts? For both of us and Aiden, our son, is nature. Like, what gets us out of our heads and in our hearts? Surfing, hiking, biking, paddleboarding, kayaking. For him, he loves to fish. He loves to rock climb. So doing things that are allowing us to be. And then we don't have to be doing all of these other things that are out of alignment with us. And finally, a lot more faith and a lot less fear. So instead of being afraid that he's going to leave me or afraid that we're going to grow out a relationship, we just stay in faith that our love is so infinite that we were brought together to literally co-create a life where Aiden, this beautiful being, has called not only him in to be his father, but me in to be his mother. And that together we can grow to support not only my growth, my partner's growth, and our son's growth. And it's the first time in my life where I truly feel so incredibly supported by myself and my partner and the world around me. I've come into alignment with what is truly my purpose here on this planet. He knows that. Every time it shifts or changes, I'm clear with that. And we just continue to ebb and flow and grow together. And it is this beautiful, beautiful thing. I truly believe that if we can master, and it's not really about mastering. I'm gonna X that word. I'm going to say if we can practice love and acceptance of all of our relationships, then really that's the most important thing we came to this earth to do. We didn't come here to have mundane jobs and work and slave our lives away just so we can pay all of the money that we're making back to the government for apartment, food, clothing, healthcare. That's not our purpose on this planet. Our purpose isn't to watch as many Netflix shows as we can. Our purpose isn't to have the nicest car. Our purpose isn't to, have this huge house. Our purpose is to accept and have the most beautiful, loving relationships. What is life without relationships? Truly. Who is a happy, fulfilled person without relationships, especially without a relationship to their self? Nobody. So if we can really, truly learn to practice what building a conscious relationship means, I wish everybody could feel this way, because I never knew that this was possible for me. I never allowed myself to feel worthy of this bliss that I feel. I mean, I truly feel like I'm living in a magical fairy tale all the time. Even when things aren't feeling good in my body, or I'm not feeling well, or I'm triggered, I still feel ultimately that I'm living in a fairy tale, because I accept that relationships don't only mean, oh, everything's going to be beautiful. Relationships mean that it's real and that we're authentic. And if I chose my partner knowing that he is going to trigger some of these insecurities in me, that's why I chose him, to be the reflection of what I couldn't see within myself. And same for me towards him. So knowing that there's no destination I need to be in my relationship. It's not like, oh, once I'm married, I made it. Like once I have a ring on my finger, that's it. Like I don't have to do any more work, which I feel like a lot of relationships, especially in the Western world, do. Like, oh, once we've moved in together, once we've had a kid together, once we're married, we can laze around, get bad, and not do anything. No, like that's the opposite of what we should be doing. We should be like truly living in authentic alignment with ourselves, learning growth all the time, being committed to that, just growth. That's the only thing that both of us are truly committed to, is growth. And that's why it works so well, because we listen and allow each other to process and be. And I'm so, so incredibly grateful for everything that I've been able to create because of this unconditional love I have for myself. And I would say it all started probably way before I was born. But this love that I have for myself was really triggered from a retreat that I went to last year. And I have been diligently working with my sister and a wonderful friend, Irene, to create a magical experience nestled in the Mexican jungle on the Caribbean coast, to help inspire anybody out there who's really looking for something to like be that thing that lights that fire and just gives them that last little bit they needed to get to where they want to be. And to be honest, like I know that life is not like I know that life is a journey, but I fucking love where I am now. And I know it can only get better, because I believe in the faith and the abundance, and I don't focus on the fear of what could go wrong, focus on what can go right all the time in any decision I make. And just that simple shift in my mindset has created so much abundance for myself. I'll get on later this week to share this house that I manifested and all these other things that I manifested, because I truly came back into alignment with me and all of the things that are serving me and my highest good. I love all of you. Thank you so much for watching. If you are in a conscious relationship, comment below. I want to hear all of the things that you do to help stay in alignment with your partner. If you're not, if you're looking for a conscious relationship, comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts on everything I just talked about and everything I wrote here in the description. Hope to talk to you soon. Bye.